guys, welcome back to another Cooking with Andre. Today we are doing a beautiful Japanese inspired dish. We're doing karaage chicken with some veggies and rice and kimchi. So excited, I'm so excited. But in order to do that, there's a little bit of prep that needs to be done. So bear with me. So to make karaage chicken is actually really easy. You basically need flour. So I have some general all-purpose flour, some white pepper and some cornflour. So both flours are equal ratios, like half a cup maybe, and white pepper I've got 2 big tablespoons in there. And then we have got some chicken thigh fillets. I'll probably only make half of this because it's just me, so so that's it for the chicken. For the veggies I got some mushrooms and some asparagus. We're going to do these teriyaki style. That's going to be great fun. I've got some sushi rice and some water, garlic, ginger. I've got canola oil, some teriyaki marinade and some beautiful soy sauce. And that's pretty much it. But to start with, we need to start prepping the chicken. So let's do that now. So I'm just going to prep the chicken in the container that it comes in. I'm not too concerned because raw chicken with raw chicken should be totally fine. So let's just get this out. I'm trying to preserve the plastic. There we go. Cool. So you want the chicken to be sort of bite-sized pieces, roughly bite-sized pieces. So I'm just going to grab one and I'm just going to start having a little look. Maybe we'll go straight through the middle. As we have some birds around again. If you've seen my Deep Creek video, you know that birds are my mortal enemy. I'll take this evil container out. Just gonna keep chunking these things. I'm just gonna go straight down the half. You're just looking for sort of bite-sized little chunks. Oh, you know what? I'll go this one as well. Why not, right? Why not? So, okay, there were hundreds of birds right near me right now, and one is looking at me really weirdly, as always. Okay, all right. Chicken is cut. Just, hey, go away, go away. Right, okay. So next up we're going to go in with a little bit of ginger. Now this is just store-bought ginger, but it's not bad. I quite like it. It's about maybe a teaspoon worth of ginger. Done. Now we need some garlic. So I'm just going to peel this guy. Now you want a fair bit of garlic for this, so I'm going to go in with maybe 2 big cloves, 2 medium cloves. Let's prep that off. Alright guys, fantastic. So we've got our chicken in there into little chunk sized pieces with some ginger and some garlic. So next up we're going to go in some pepper, a little bit of crushed black pepper. There we go. And I'm not going to be adding salt because we're going to be adding soy sauce to this, but I will do some chili flakes just because they're amazing. Cool. Next up, I'm going to go in some soy sauce. A fair amount. Cool. And that is it. That's all that needs to go in there. Just going to stir this about a little bit. Cool. So guys, that's going to go back in my esky, and we'll keep going with the veg. So for tonight, what I've decided to do is some mushrooms with some asparagus. So we're just going to prep those up real quick. Now these aren't going to take very long, so just going to sort of quarter them. Yeah, maybe we'll just go quarters. Now I've got to be honest with you, the veggies are not the hero of this dish, so I'm not going to do much. That's probably good for the mushroom. And we've got some beautiful fresh asparagus here. I could have probably prepped this at home, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm just going to cut these dirty ends off. And then I'm just sort of going to little chunk size pieces. No, that's probably awesome. Alright guys, and there's my veggies, mushroom and asparagus. Looks good, fantastic, cool. So I'm going to clean up a little bit and I'll come back to you for the next step. For the rice, I have got sushi rice. So I'm going to be doing the absorption method for this tonight. So basically I've got 1/3 of a cup of rice in here, so we'll need a cup and a bit of water, but first we've got to rinse it. So all my rice is going in my pot. Here we go. So I'm going to rinse that probably 2 or 3 times until the water runs clear, and we'll come back to you. Ready to go. So I'm going to go in with 2/3 of a cup, roughly 2/3 of a cup, maybe a little more. There we go. A touch more. All right. There we go. So that's got to sit there for about 20 minutes, and then we can turn the rice on. Fry the karaage chicken, we need a nice high temperature, low flavor oil. So I've got some canola oil here with me today. So this is 750 ml. I don't think we'll need at all, like not even half this, but I'm going to add this to the pot, and we're going to start preheating this oil. You want to go for something around 180 degrees, so let's do that now. Ah, right. So yeah, it did take 750 ml. So you want enough depth in the pot there with the oil for the chicken to fully submerge. So 750 ml in this case. There we go. The rice is done, so rice has to come off, and then we're going to get the veggies going. Oil is still preheating, so I might try and time that a little better, but yeah. So in the meantime, I'll take the rice off, and let's get the chicken. Alright, so guys, this chicken's been marinating for about 2 hours. It's perfect now. So I have got my beautiful flour mix here. So just to recap, all-purpose flour, corn flour and white pepper. So I'm just gonna use my hands like so I'm just gonna roll these in this flour mix, making sure everything's coated. The reason why I add white pepper is it is such an amazing flavor with Asian and Japanese food. So we're just going to keep going, rolling all of this around. So my oil has been heating now for about 20 minutes. Should be about right. So I'm just going to get this chicken all sort of rolled in this flour and white pepper mix. So there's no salt in the prep work because the salt is already in the soy sauce. So it's very easy to start adding too much salt, especially to this dish. So easy on the salt, guys. Soy sauce is essentially sodium, so be careful with that. Alright, I'm just going to keep doing this. And while the chicken is in the oil, we're going to prep the veggies. By the way, I'm really enjoying my Cedar Summit cook set. Not sponsored by them. I went to Snowy's and sort of wanted a cook set that I could put on the fire. So if you watched my recent camp video, I tried to put my kettle on the Trangia burner, which obviously didn't go well because my kettle is on the outside. It's silicone, so that doesn't work. So I wanted to get a set that I could use both for my burners, both my Trangias, as well as an open fire. So I found these Cedar Summit pots. It comes in a set of 2. It's a tiny little one that'll be perfect for a kettle. That one's amazing. I just did the rice in there, and then it comes with a slightly larger pot as well, which is great for exactly what I'm doing now, or like pastas or boiling things or whatever you want to do. So I'm really happy with that so far. They nest as well, so 2 pots taking up the space of 1 is always good. So I'm just going to keep doing this. We're almost there. Of course I've made way too much, but it's very hard to keep food at a campsite, so you may as well just go for it, cook it up. So that's what we're doing. We had the most beautiful day, guys. Sunset is phenomenal. I've had a little walk around. I'm sure you've seen that footage. This is quite a special place. Like, I don't normally come to caravan parks. It's definitely not my vibe. But there's something to be said for having all the amenities you could possibly want, and a nice hot shower, and a sink if you needed it to do dishes in, whatever. I don't normally do dishes when I'm camping. I use paper plates, and whatever I can't wash normally just goes in the recycling at home. So it's very rare for me to need to do dishes, but it's nice to know that I could. We're almost there, guys. 1 or 2 more pieces. There we go. Just going to coat these all together. And I made just enough flour. So for 4 chicken breasts, it was a cup of flour and a cup of corn flour and 2 tablespoons of white pepper. and that's it. Put that in a Tupperware at home. I just brought it with me, and there we are. Our chicken is done, so I'm gonna clean up. I'll come back to you. Time for the chicken to go in. I think that oil is significantly hot. Just gonna turn that down just a little bit. So let's do this. First batch is coming out. Hoping you can see this. Yes. Cool. Next batch. So guys, for the veggies, what we need to do is I've got them in the pan right now. It's just a very small little paella pan. So I've got them in there, and what I want to do is I'm going to give them a little bit of flavor. So I'm going to go in with some teriyaki, just a little bit, probably like a teaspoon, and a little bit of soy sauce. Cool. 2 batches of chicken, veggies are done, rice is done. I have a beautiful little container here of fish sauce, a little bit of sweet chili and some maple syrup, and my kimchi. Oh, I'm starving. So let's dish up, and I'll show you what that looks like. I have made karaage chicken with the rice, the veggies and kimchi. This is absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. It's so good. So the seasoning you saw me put on is fish sauce, a little bit of maple syrup and some sweet chili, and it's awesome. It's perfect. So I'm gonna dig into this.